You're on.
And we're live.
The internet might not be.
Internet's been very temperamental, guys, so...
Alright, I need to do specs. MD. That's fun. Ooh, RTX 38.
It's a beast. Let me,
10 GBs. Where is Corsair 2 times 8? Corsair Vengeance. GB row. What's going on? F1 Shane, Robot Face. Says we're playing Call of Duty. Yeah, I forgot to check the titles. It's changed now. Our internet's being weird. That's why.
I've just tagged everyone and asked if anyone's downloading.
Cool. DDR4, what RAM is this? Ooh, 36. 36 MHZs. It's all the MHZs.
Hey, hey, hey.
Motherboard.
Come on. Is that better? It's gone green. And it's gone yellow again. And then orange. And then red. Oy!
I think with that game, if we are allowed to do... What are you talking about?
Oh yeah! Didn't even notice.
I was testing it. HD. We got HDO. We got. Oh no. Yeah. No. Oh. Ooh. SSD and M.2. Wow.
Come on. I vote if we do end up like moving premises anytime soon, then one of the first things we do is we get a gigabyte up and down line installed. It's not having it. It keeps going green and then back down again. Hopefully we'll get it stable for you guys.
Am I downloading anything? No.
Glad to hear it. Is that Gaming's Ape or Gaming's Ape?
Lucky as well. The Luminas are now out. They've sold out.
I know.
It's a bit insane. So.
Do you have Virgin Wi-Fi by any chance? I've been getting 0.3 megabytes the past 3 weeks. No, this is it is a dedicated line, like a business line, I believe, but it's been a little temperamental today. It's all that 5G. How you doing, Finlish?
I need to start eating after I've done this. I'm wasting away.
At Christmas, I'm getting the O11 Dynamic. It's so nice. Well, have you seen this one, Finlish? This is the Techwear VXR, which is what our Arcane build goes into, which is the build I'm starting now. And it's essentially the same thing. It's got the side mounted fans, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the side. Yeah, it's not the O11, the dynamic. It's not the Lian Li. This is from a company called Techwear, but it is, from what I've seen, almost identical in a lot of respects. But the Lian Li one has like the front I/O, all the USBs and power button, all that's on the front, whereas this has got glass on the front and the I/O's on the top.
Is the Lian Li one reconnection successful? I need to do this thing. Shut up! Pause notifications for 2 hours. Have I got any internet hogging? Spotify. Yeah. Is it alive? So loud.
Nope.
Frames.
There might be power here downstairs.
Yeah, it's gone. Oh. What IP address are we using?
Can you check if anyone's downloaded on text? We can't do the screen.
Oh, Tim said he'd prioritise the IP.
I should get a completed like Arcane now and swap them around and go, well, you missed it.
Right, what are we on? CMD.
I don't know why you put an arrow there.
I said put an arrow. Oh, what? Stupid Microsoft. Oh, wow. Right, just go straight to it.
Yeah.
Then type in IP config. What? IPv4 address is.
Just remember the last number.
192.1.
You should be able to copy that.
Oh, I'm tapping on my phone.
Alright. Yeah, we're sorry guys. I don't even know if you can hear me right now, but
if you can't hear us, there is a magic person waving his magic wand. We've got YouTube back, but after last week when it was taking like half an hour to respond, could be anything. Meantime, I'll go chomp some food.
can you open OBS so I can see if it's...
Oh yeah, sorry. Obs.
Oh my god guys, I'm so sorry.
52, 51. We're green.
It's gone back to green now, yeah.
Oh, that's green. No, that's red. Now it's 0.
So apparently no one's downloading anything.
Try now.
Streamer life, hey?
I mean, it's been green for a bit. But it still says we're dropping.
Bit progress. Well, that percentage is plummeting, so it's looking good.
It's looking good.
See, I don't believe it. It was like, yeah, we're not downloading anything, but after I mention it, it goes fine.
There we go. All right. Big high five for Tim, who's just I think stopped everyone else from working in the entire building.
That's fine.
Just so we can stream.
Prioritise the stream. So, guys,
Hey, panic over.
how's it going? We good? We couldn't really afford to lose any time on this one because I don't even know if I'm going to finish this build, as it is the Arcane on the website.
The Arcane. Very popular system that is selling quite a lot more than we anticipated.
Yeah. It's doing well. So, Finlish, are you doing the custom loop yourself? If you're still here and haven't given up on us. Have you heard about all the DMCA strikes on Twitch? People have been getting stricken and their videos removed for things like sound effects in games. Like a police siren on a car in a game had their video removed.
No
because
way.
that sound effect is owned by a company that sells sound effects.
That's insane. That's crazy. I mean, I was reading through all the stuff that Twitch sent out on the email last week, and I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, Penguin, I noticed. Penguin Escape.
But there's also...
Hey, Ketchup.
I read about some... Well, this came from us doing a benchmark video, but there was one thing I read about. Some companies are actually trademarking music to cash in on YouTube royalties because it takes so long to find out that they're not a real company. So, you know, like it was the music from Tomb Raider. In fact, that was the one that got me looking into it. Yeah, people are setting up companies, claiming the music as their own, getting royalties for about a month until YouTube catch on because someone's got to dispute it, and then one person has to look into it.
Yeah, I get you.
And after that month, they've already cashed in. So
I'm assuming then the company disappears.
yeah,
So does the money. I see.
We've got a couple of Facebook people tonight.
Wyatt.
Wyatt Miller.
Right. So I am actually building an arcane. It's not yours, Ketchup. Yours should have gone.
Well, there has been one or two small delays because we're selling too many computers, right?
I blame DPD.
DPD can't pick them up to the point where we got another van to drop PCs off to the point where they can't take like more than how many van loads is it or something?
The brother of mine. This is the MSI brother.
Oh, Penguin's getting one on 10th of January.
Which one you going for, Penguin? But now you'll get to see how the arcane goes together, at least. Mostly, anyway, because I can't see me... I don't even know if I'm going to finish it. This is kind of a test to see how long it takes on stream. Because it's all very good and well saying I can build it in a certain amount of time in my office, in my space. But it might be a bit different here when I'm getting distracted and talking to everybody. CPU block.
From here, that just looks like a mini disc player.
Oh, little Walkman.
Super interested to see how it's built.
We're building the... Do you want to get a link to the arcane, actually? And then...
me fork.
We'll put a link in chat in a minute, a ram jam. And you'll be able to see the specific system that we're building. Like I say, I'm probably not going to be doing the loop before anyone gets too excited. I don't even know how far I'm going to get with the build. Because one of the things that takes a long time in this is mounting the radiator and the 9 fans we put in them.
Drop this in.
Alright, so we got
Boom. There we go. That's the one.
That's the system. Do.
What?
What?
No. Is that real? Tongue biter.
What, really? Jeez.
That's crazy.
So how long's it been? Like, has it been like 5 months since you've been at home, or? That's weird. Like you haven't been at home in 5 months, and no one else can leave theirs. That is crazy.
Hopefully, no one was hurt.
Yeah. I hope everyone was okay, and I hope you get a crazy big insurance payout.
I might have to search for that one a bit. There's rocket in here.
Do like a bit of rocket.
It's a peri peri chicken salad.
Yeah. Hope you get a 5-star hotel while you wait. Yeah, naturally. Top of the range Airbnb.
I do like hotels, but I can only visit them. Like I stayed in one for 2 weeks once, and it just feels too long. Like.
I've spent a lot of time in hotels because of the exhibition work I used to do. So you go and do jobs, and you spend 5 days there, and you're going back to the hotel every night, spending all your expenses on the bar.
But yeah, like you can stay in them for a short amount of time, but when you get to like this guy, if he's staying in a hotel, it turns into it feels like you're home after a couple of weeks. The magic disappears.
Oh jeez.
Oh damn.
Did they blame COVID? Okay, CPU block on. So we were talking like one of them crane, like a proper, like my image is a gigantic yellow crane.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right, get this hard drive mount. One thing I really like about this case as well is the dual chamber to it. Like I'm still tempted to change my Corsair case to one of these, but my issue is my desk isn't that big.
You'll never get around to doing it.
No, I'll never get around to doing it.
Well,
But when it's a dual chamber like this, like that extra space on the side gets in the way of my screen space.
Ah.
Always, Danny. Every Tuesday. Well, most of the time. What case is this, and is it bigger than the Lumina case? It's wider than the Lumina case, but it's not as long and not as tall. So wait, so where did you say you were staying? Were you put in a hotel or? Oh yeah, I'm in a hotel so far. But you don't know, you can't even just like go and get the PC. Just everyone out of my way. I got games to play. Alright, we'll drop that there. This is the MSI Meg, is it? Meg Unify?
That's me, isn't it? Yeah. Meg X57 Unify.
It's a good board. It's a very sturdy board. I've handled a lot of motherboards in my time, and some of these higher end ones are crazy. Like they weigh half, like pretty much how much the case weighs.
I have a 1660 GPU and I have an RM650 PSU, and I don't know how to hide the other PCIe cable that's dangling from the one connector in my GPU.
I don't know how to hide the other PCIe. The other. So is it 1660? How many? Is it two 6-pins? 2 6-pins seems a lot for a 1660. Hey, Phoenix.
I've seen it on some of our builds where there'll be a cable going into the GPU, but then there'll be a spare cable.
Yeah, they tend to like. It's only 1 6-pin. Okay, so you mean the additional bit. You can't really, unless you buy a specific cable for that PSU and swap it, but I don't know if your PSU is modular. Failing that, I'd cable tie that extra bit to that main cable so it looks like it's tucked behind it.
You can get fancy cable ties, can't you? Like different coloured cable ties. I've seen them used before.
Oh yeah, but they're more like separate the cables on like braided ones. Yeah, it's difficult because a lot of manufacturers will do it and they don't normally leave just a single 6-pin. I guess they're just covering their own back that they want the PSU to be able to handle whatever GPU is there. Saying that, I have heard of some issues with the 3080 where if you don't use 2 completely separate cables and you try and use that same cable with the 2 pins on. Thank you for following, Tongue Biter. Yeah, if you don't use like 2 separate cables from the PSU and you're gaming and things, people have had crashes because it's tried drawing so much through one cable and it just can't. Is fish meat? I guess. And was that a sub as well?
It must have been.
Thank you very much. If I was to swap my case for any reason, would that void my warranty on Fierce PC? This might be a Chris question, that one.
Ooh, that is like, yeah, that'd be a customer care question, definitely. I think it probably would.
I would say it would, because you'll be handling the parts, yeah, and you'll be handling the wiring and so on.
But if you email one of the technicians at customercare@fiercepc.co.uk, and they will be able to let you know, and if it is possible, they will guide you through it to keep your warranty.
Alternatively, they might even say send it back and we'll swap the case.
Yeah,
maybe.
There is that option. God, this thing's awesome. Mind this again.
Okie dokie, CPU box down, RAM is in, the M.2's in.
It's one of those motherboards with a fan built in.
It is indeed. Yeah, like I say, I keep going like, oh, I'll get one of these, and then don't.
Have you decided which GPU you're getting yet? Because you said you were going to do it before Cyberpunk.
Well, Cyberpunk got delayed, so I've got more time.
That's your deadline. So if you're doing the GPU, you could do the case at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. I do want to water cool my system as well, and I already know like a good way to put loop together in this. But I would.
I should hope so.
I would like to. I'd like to water cool my GPU as well, and getting a hold of stock of blocks for the 3080 series or the 3000 series is just, it's not happening. Play some Warzone with the boys. How you doing, Knowles? I'll probably end up doing some mods to one of these cases at some point as well.
Was it Knowles? I think it was Knowles that made like some sort of banner for one of our streamers whose name I've just forgotten, Molly. I'm sure I saw something on Twitter today though.
Molly X Games. Do you reckon AMD GPUs are going to sell out as fast as Intel's? Do you mean Nvidia's? I haven't heard much about these Intel GPUs they were doing, to be fair. Yeah, probably. After all the announcements that they made, and knowing to the fact that we can't even get samples. I know, and with them being released in 2 days, who knows?
Tomorrow, isn't it?
No, it's the 19th, I think. I want to say 19th.
Well, I'm going to be checking my schedule in tomorrow mornings.
Wait, wasn't Cyberpunk was supposed to release on the 19th, so maybe it is the 18th.
But
Maybe I'm confused. Heartbreaking!
I did the same, because most releases are either Tuesday or Thursday. So I double checked. So who's this?
Austin's! Thanks for following. 18th, there we go.
Or it could be Austin, why? Eunice.
Right, so that's the mounting. This one here is the bottom side, which we put the XSPC D5 pump on there. I was really impressed by the engineering of this pump the other day, because that bit there is just a magnet, and it's brushless.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I reckon they'll sell out everywhere, Ludo, like very quickly. Sorry, that's not important.
Oh yeah, imagine playing Cyberpunk through the Arcane.
Well, that's it. You're going to have a 3080 and a 5600 XT. You're going to get all the frames.
I don't even need a new PC, but I've been considering the Arcane. Just it just looks mental, and then you're just like, oh well, it's 3080, so it's amazing, and then the new AMD chips in it as well.
Yeah. It's got. I upgraded it. Initially, there were only 240mm radiators, and now they've got 360s in as well, so they've got even better cooling. And I have seen, get this, ketchup, and you'll be excited when you get yours. I've seen from tests the 5600X on the cooling loop on this boost over 4.7. It was like 4.82 or something. All of the power. They've been really popular. Like, I think I've built one almost every day since Thursday now.
As well as the Cyberpunk inspired builds as well. You've been doing a few of them, haven't you?
Yeah. We'll know soon when Australia wakes up if the embargo is lifted before US signs. Do you still sell the Lumina front panels with the cool images?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
yes.
the Lumina systems are coming off the website today. Just because we have temporarily run out of stock.
Temporarily, they'll be back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure someone said that stock was supposed to last us until at least March next year. It was forecast March to August. Like that's when they reckon it would have lasted till, and then past couple of months they've just disappeared. So
it's just occurred to me. I've only got an hour left already, and I'm just putting the pump reservoir together.
So yeah, Luminas will be back within 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, we have had to temporarily remove them because you guys are buying all our PCs.
Not that we're complaining.
Not that we're complaining, no.
I just realised that oh no, we're good. I thought I didn't have an Allen key for a second then. It's one thing I hate. It's like, yeah, you put stuff together, great. But now you're going to screw this bit in, and this bit's not a screw head. This is an Allen key. Depends, Penguin. Like, it's certainly not a bad combo. But we've all been spoiled by the new processors and graphics cards lately. Eight days sounds about right. I think it's normally 7 to 10.
It's either 5 to 7 working days or 7 to 10 regular days, depending on which one. 5 to 10 working days, if your order comes in after 2 PM, it doesn't count because they won't have time to process it in accounts.
When did you order yours, Ketchup? It was the 9th, wasn't it? I want to say. What? Last Tuesday, so the 10th. Get them nice and tight. Fantastic. Okay, let's get this bracket on. This is like the most well, one of the most time-consuming parts of the build. I was about to say it was the most, but then remembered I've got a bend tube for this. They did, Knowles, yeah.
They did, yes.
Just in time, I might add.
So Laura will be getting her PC this week. Wednesday onwards. Yeah, Ketchup, as you might have heard earlier, like, we're selling that many that we are having some small delays with delivery that we literally can't, that like, we're filling up our delivery assignments, and even getting a van, driving to the depot and dropping them off, there's a certain amount of vans that they're turning away.
What are you comparing that to, Rajan? Because that is, as far as I'm aware, the authentic, like, Windows standard price.
Yeah, that's the price set to us, the RRP by Microsoft.
So yeah, it's Microsoft that's behind that.
Hello? With companies like Microsoft, because we don't work with them that close, you know, like AMD, we speak to all the time.
Yeah.
The companies like that sometimes will drop their price first so that everyone buys them from them, and then tell companies like us.
Oh, right. Damn you, Microsoft.
There we go, $69.99. Right, I'll send a message to marketing manager. Just have a look at that.
Right, then we'll put you in there. Then we'll get this little nut. Put that on there.
Stream is fixed, yes.
Right. Let's try and speed up. No, I need you.
There we go.
You too, Tungbiter. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for subbing and following as well. It is much appreciated.
What is better, X570 or B55F?
X570 or B550? Depends. You'll get lower end X570s, which might not be as good as higher end B550s. So it's one of them.
B550 does sound like a World War II fighter plane.
It's like, I'd only really go for the X570 if you're doing a bunch of crazy overclocking and you need like 15 USB ports. And even then, some of the X570s don't include that many USBs. I went for a really expensive motherboard when I got my build together, which I probably didn't need to do, but I wanted all the USBs, and I'm one of them people that believes if you buy a PC, you go all out, and it lasts you a decade. Like almost as long as my previous PC. I think that was like 8 years I got out of that.
Yeah. Boeing B-50 Super Fortress. It was a plane. That was...
It's B550.
It was close enough. I've impressed myself. I'm happy with that. Some random facts.
Come on, get in the hole.
Should I get a 240GB SSD or a 1TB HD? Ooh!
Both.
Depends what you're using it for, doesn't it?
Both.
Like if I was building a system, one of the main reasons I'm thinking about getting a PC is all the editing I do. I'd want like a 4TB hard drive built in for archiving stuff, but then I'd want about 1 or 2 terabytes of SSD for actual, fast rendering.
Yeah, that's the major thing, is the read and write speed and your boot up times and everything like that. I used to work at Curry's PC World, which I've probably heard me mention before, and one of the best parts of my sales pitches was when I went round to the laptops and like, oh, we're not sure why we should buy this one that costs a little bit more, and I just was like because of this, and I'd turn them off and I'd turn them back on again, and like.
My friend bought a PC for us, and then it's just like, so how's it going? It's like, yeah, I turned it on. I went to do some stuff whilst it was booting up, and yeah, I had to turn around straight away. It just turned on instantly. I hadn't bought one in 10 years, and it literally just loaded up. Oh, no way. David Evans. Ordered my son's PC from you guys last week. Ordering my Arcane now. Just making some adjustments. Sick!
Will you give me a break?
He's having to build on stream. There's so many coming in. Oh, that's so cool.
What adjustments are you making, David? And I hope your son's PC was just as good. Or have you got him something and then gone, yeah, you deal with that?
that's just totally something I do. You buy a present for someone, and then you're on the website going, this is actually really cool. I should probably treat myself at the same time. Between we've been on the Cold War.
I'm really tempted to get Cold War, but I don't want to pay the bloody prices for it.
I don't know why, I've never been a fan.
What, of Call of Duty?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It was the old Call of Duties that I enjoyed. And now the only reason I like it is because I can go in, jump a multiplayer, get some kills, play, and then turn it off. Like, I don't have to get... Like, I probably won't play the single player whatsoever.
I think that might be it. I remember,
Ketchup. You're going to send me your code, yeah?
Yeah, I think it was Call of Duty on the 360 I really got into, and then I went away from gaming for a bit. And then I went to get back into it, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And it scared me and I went away. That's probably what it is. It's probably...
But I played the most recent one, but I really wanted to play Cold War, not for anything but their 3D audio. Because I've got them tactile in-ear earphones,
the thing you,
and it's supposed to be made just for that.
Oh wow! How do I receive my code? If it's an NVIDIA one, you should get emailed the code, and then NVIDIA has their own sites to redeem the game.
Yeah, I think. Do you not do it through GeForce Experience?
I think so, yeah.
So you'll get the software, which should be pre-installed on your computer, and then you'll basically sign into that and redeem a code, and then they'll give you another code that you put into Battle.net, I think. Right, a radiator. Look at all that cooling potential.
You know what? I didn't until you just showed me that then, I didn't
You'd
even
have had no
realise-
idea it was in there, would you?
Yeah. Because I've seen the build so many times, and then obviously you've got the Cyberpunk build where they're just obvious and in your face.
Yep.
Do they email it out when the PC is dispatched?
Now you'll get a sheet with your computer, with it all like written down and.
Yeah, if it's not on that sheet, then they will email it. Because I know some of them, the PCs go out before the game's even available.
Yeah.
So they have to email it afterwards. To be honest, if you've got your PC and you haven't got the code, just send us a message on social media and we'll get it sorted for you. Because there's so many different ones.
What did I just do with that screw?
Thinking of buying a Ryzen 3100 with a GTX 1650 from you. Will it be good for casual gaming? Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
It will. Like what you said earlier is spot on with being spoiled, especially when you work in a place like this, that you can get to the point where you're just like, oh no, it's got to have a Ryzen 7 and
Well, that's it. Like
at least a 3070 to be good, but it doesn't.
Oh no, of course. Like I'm trying to spec up systems for my cousins right now because they're getting into PC gaming, and that'd probably be a similar spec to what I end up recommending.
Because I know on our website there is a couple of systems that come in at a really good price with a 1650. Can't remember which ones. I know when I've had to recommend a couple, like I'm pretty sure there used to be one that was under 500 at 1650, which for a pre-built system is just superb value.
Superb.
Superb.
Will you mind? Will you get into the radio?
It's not, to be honest, says that they got some trash PC from our company. Look at this garbage, 4 viewer stream. Oh yeah, I remember this guy, person. He's some sick guy.
How dare you assume?
They were on last week, yanking our chain, pulling our leg.
Were they?
Yeah, I can't remember what they said last time, but yeah, they jumped on, said a few things, said they were joking, and then left.
Okay.
Now, it must have bought a 3200G. I thought it could run RDR2.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
I just always want to say R2D2 when I see that. Like, it breaks my brain. How many PCs are we building?
A day.
Just like no one wants to count because it's stupid at the moment. We've sold out of Luminas. Cap's having to build PCs on stream. He's that behind. Well, sorry, not behind, but we can't. Our delivery company won't take enough. There's literally hundreds going out of the door every single day. It's
literally hundreds. Right, why is that not lined up?
Them PCs are litty. They're litty like an effing what Cardi B said.
What are you on about?
She's got this little catchphrase that I'm not allowed to say on stream, but I like saying it. Is there a way to change my fan colour using software? It depends what system you have.
Yeah, like the Arcane, I always spec it with motherboards that have ARGB so that you can, I prefer controlling the software, as I'm sure many of you do. So I try and make sure that all your RGB can be done with software. Do you know what? I'm going to remove that one screw.
See you later, Nats. Cheers for stopping by and trolling us a little bit. We enjoy it.
Right.
Hi guys, I'm buying a glorious Model D or Model O. Which is better? We don't sell it, so...
Oh, is that the mouse?
I think it is, yeah.
You know, I've never been a fan of them. I don't understand. 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 the appeal? I don't like the idea of there being like holes in my mouse. I know they're supposed to be really good. But they don't look comfortable to me. Okay, let's try that again.
The shape reminds me of something. I can't remember what it is as well. I'm not sure if it's like it's the same shape as one of the rock mouses.
Mice.
Mices.
Mouses.
Misons.
You know what? I actually have a feeling
that tonight's gonna be.
No, that there's a machining issue with this radiator.
Really?
Yeah, because like everything lines up and all screw holes look the same, apart from the one at the top left. But don't worry, I have more.
How would you test that? What we got? We got Michael Roberts. It says it's got a SI 310 Pro 1660 and an i5 9400. Got a Amazon 9400F. Nice. Razer Viper Ultimate. That case looks very similar to the Lian Lee.
It is very, very similar.
It's very similar.
So I find that there.
Ludovic says, what's it like quality-wise compared to the Lian Lee?
It's a strong case. There's, yeah. I've got no complaints with it. Like I say, I'm actually tempted to get one myself. Especially considering the Lian Lee's like 140 quid or something. Is it a decent one? And this isn't as much as that. Right, let's try that again. See what's going on here.
Oh, Wing is asking, got a Ryzen 3700X with a 2060 and a 650 watts power supply. Do you reckon you could upgrade to a 3070 and get away with keeping the 650?
Just about. It's the minimum, literally the minimum requirements. I'd want more headroom in terms of wattage, personally. But that, on paper, should be fine. Especially considering like the recent updates they've done to combat some of the issues people have been having.
Classifieds. I would be checking our website for Black Friday deals. We won't be doing, I've not been told we're doing any Black Friday deals for Amazon. We might end up doing, we might change our minds. But the majority of our Black Friday deals will be on our website, and I think we'll be doing a lot of next day PCs on the website. Is there an easy way to swap out my stock cooler?
In what define easy?
I mean, what would you be swapping your stock cooler to, Michael? And we've got Claire Jackson asking, what setup would you recommend for a newbie PC gamer who wants to stream? We've been talking about this a lot recently. Just you want a half decent CPU.
You do. Your GPU is still going to be the main thing there. Not only because you're going to be playing games, but a lot of like OBS and everything will use the NVIDIA encoder NVNC, which uses your GPU.
So it really depends on budget, Claire. But if you do want to send us a message, we can get one of the customer care team to chat with you tomorrow. See if you're through a few recommendations and just chat to you about what's going to work best for you. Classified channel, there's going to be like an extra special deal going on our next day PCs, and I'm not allowed to tell you anything about it.
Is there?
Yes, it's I can't even whisper it because that microphone's pretty good.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, we're making the next day PC that's got one of. I haven't even got a pen to write it down. I'll have to tell you in a bit. It's good though. Like if I could write it down and show you, you'd be like, really? Determined to find a pen now. There we go. Pen.
What on earth is going on with this?
You look positively perplexed there, Sam.
Well, considering I've built about 5 of these in the last few days and not had this problem. PCs, man.
I can't remember which one it was, but it's one of those two on a next day PC.
I don't think I'll be the first one because of
like
not soon anyway. Because of the date of the release.
Oh yeah, there'd be pre-orders. If it was that one, otherwise it's going to be the other one. But it's the fact that we were doing it under 1,000 as well. Wing, thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I'm sure Sam's going to enjoy struggling with that fan.
Yeah. Moving to a different one.
Will there be any deals under 500? I know some of the systems that are going to be in there, but I don't know all the prices. So, but I presume there will be one or two, hopefully anyway.
See what else I'm going to do. I'm going to take this panel off.
Let me catch you up. Next day PCs, non-AIO. What a nice looking air cooler. So yeah, Michael was asking, is it easy to swap the stock cooler to a bigger cooler?
It will be easy to get the stock cooler off. Putting it all in one on might not be as easy.
You said just bigger air fan.
Oh, well then again, it depends on the air fan, because there's some of them that are a bit fiddly. I mean, it's not a huge job. You have to make sure you reapply thermal paste as well.
Ludwig says it's an AIO, by the way. What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, there's my mouse gone. It's on your screen. Pro, Be Quiet, or Cooler Master?
Be Quiet are easier than Cooler Master to install, in my opinion.
Did you watch that video from Linux Tech Tips the other day on FanMet? He did AIOs versus air coolers.
There's some air coolers out there that are insane.
Yeah. Well, no, even like they were doing tests, and there was one test where even one of the stock coolers should beat an AIO.
Really?
Yeah, but there was lots of different factors, and it was over a certain amount of period on a specific test. But like, you know, for instant heat spikes, your water cooling's obviously going to be better. And
Yeah.
The actual temperature. The good thing is in England we don't have that much heat, so
Yeah, we don't have really hot ambient temperatures.
yeah.
That's it. When you're using a loop and an all-in-one, all the coolant inside will like reach an equilibrium eventually.
Yeah. Ludwig, referring to my previous question, let me find that. So now, there we go. I missed that. I bought an ML240L V2 RGB from Cooler Master a few weeks ago. Will it cool the Ryzen 5600X?
The 5600X doesn't get that thirsty. Well, it does. It takes power, but it's not as bad as the 3000 series. And in my experience with them so far, mind you, a lot of them have been on custom loops. I haven't had any issues with temperatures at all. And when I was benchmarking them, playing games and doing everything else, I was just using the AMD stock cooler, and I had no problems with the temperatures on them. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if it's the fan. Because that bottom one's just gone on fine, exactly how it should. Let's take you out.
Fan would probably make more sense, I think. Just thinking of machine drilling and stuff like that, they're normally quite.
Yeah, they're normally pretty precise.
Yeah. Whereas plastic can warp it. I guess metal can technically.
Something science!
Referring to Michael Roberts, the fans are good, but the RGB smooth.
Okay. This fan's being a pain.
What software would I download to be able to change the colours? It depends on the motherboard. Like, stuff like that, you'd probably have to send us a message so we could go into it. Because
We'll come back to that one.
Cap's attention is elsewhere right now.
Right, okay, so the fans is good. RGB is blah, 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 blah. Sorry, what hardware was it? Michael. Not an IO, but a nice looking blah blah blah. Please been good with me, no thermal issues. Probably quite cool master. Referring to my fans are good, but the RGB is. You'll only be able to control them with software if they are plugged in to an RGB header on the motherboard. And if you've got an MSI 310, I don't think it has one. So I don't think you're going to be able to control it with software. See how easy this fan just went in? Like, that's exactly what should have happened the first time.
Oh.
And I feel like these corner bits are not
Straight.
quite on the circle where they should be. Like, they feel wider, which is just bizarre. These things happen.
I just looked like, in my head I was like, oh, I've got to pull my van into the car park. And then I looked at the time, I was like, well, no point doing that now.
It's flying and I'm getting nowhere. I'm glad I didn't say, oh yeah, we're going to do the loop today, because that's not happening. I think like one day I'm going to bring like the battery screwdriver up and we'll fly through it.
Who was it who...
Do you not have a remote as well, Michael?
Saw a video from one of our competitors where she was like, they were using proper electric drills.
Oh, like power drills, yeah.
I saw that and like, does the torque...
Like we get really low torque ones.
Yeah, I was going to say on a power drill like that, does the torque setting even go down to that kind of
Probably not, no.
threshold?
Yeah, I can fully imagine that threading and ripping motherboards apart and...
Oh, yeah. Jumping off the screw and hitting the motherboard. Ugh.
Not a bad combo at all, Tom Gaming. I would recommend a good cooler for the 5800X because it seems to run a little hotter than both the 5900 and the 5600. So make sure you get a good cooler.
And what would you class as a good cooler?
A decent all-in-one, or maybe something like the Black Rock. Be Quiet.
Be Quiet. Yeah, I know which one you mean.
Not the Shadow Rock, the The bigger one.
What about the Corsair H100i?
Yeah, they should be fine with that one.
It's a decent one. We use that a lot in our systems, don't we?
Yeah. That's what's in my. That's what's in Emma's PC.
I buy a configured PC from Mesh. They have very good prices. No, you buy them from us.
Who on earth are Mesh?
I don't know. Actually, yeah, I do. They're actually on my They've just dropped off my competitor chart.
Oh, they just dropped off?
Yeah.
Well, they're not good enough.
No, like I always obviously evaluate all our competitors on social media, and yeah, they're just not in it. It's not in it. So that's our Arcane, and if you want to use our configurator, we have Design Your Own. This one here, and then can I build a PC with you? Yes, you can on that link there.
What do you mean physically? Because that is something we've spoken about in the past. It's obviously just not the right time. It's not the right time to bring
I was talking
individuals.
to the marketing manager about just even some basic stuff that we just haven't been able to do this year. We've been that busy. It's like it'd be great to do a build your own PC with your mods ideas as well, making pre-made mod bits to assemble it like a kit card.
That would be cool.
But yeah, there's so many ideas that are just kind of it's just on the back burner because we haven't stopped selling and building and expanding. Anyway, let's catch up. Is a 600 megabyte per second Wi-Fi adapter needed when I average like 130 ping?
Depends. Are you normally playing on Wi-Fi? Does the computer you're buying have Wi-Fi built in?
Because if you're getting one from us, there's the Wi-Fi, the PCIe Wi-Fi card thingies. They're not that expensive to add.
Probably, Michael. Some of the buttons have got. They'll have just like specific modes which are like pre-configured. If you know what I mean. Okay, time to open the pack of buttons.
This really does take a long time to build.
Yeah,
You're going a lot quicker than usual. And it's still...
and I'm still getting nowhere.
That's fine. So I'm buying a PC from you.
And
so if it's a customizable one, you can add things.
Like that. And I always, like, all of my arcanes, my cable management is pristine. Like, I spend ages on it. Because with how popular this has been, this is like, I think the arcane's just become my baby. Like, right. It's that way.
Have you had any more ideas for the potential Aravella?
I want to put, like, I want to get a logo and either do it like vertically down the front on the black bit or do it like frosted along the bottom, like across it. I got some thoughts, but I'll, once I get some resources and she's closer to buying, I'll have a mess around and see what we can do that's special.
Unicorn horns attached to the centre of the fans, so that when they're not moving, you can see like a rainbow pattern, but as soon as they move, all colours whirl together.
It's not a bad idea, actually. It's a lot more effort than I was thinking it would be, but...
I could see that look in your face of, that's a lot of work, but it would be cool.
Yeah.
Can the RGB on the Arcane be changed? The RGB front panel can be changed. There is a button on top. Oh no, sorry, Arcane. I'm getting confused.
I was about to say, Chris, shut up. What are you on about?
Yeah, ignore me.
Right.
I'm tired and hungry.
So, the Arcane you can control via remote or via the software. Like I say, I try and make sure that all of the builds I spec up can be controlled with software because... Mainly because of my personal preference of hating using a remote and a button.
It's cool.
And I will change the colours of my system, like, often. I'll come home one day and I'll look at it and be like, nah, I'm going to make you pink now.
That's just reminded me I took a photo of that in pink. I need to send it to one of our stream team.
Oh, Ketchup. whilst you're here, like I say, I'm assuming yours has probably gone. But if it hasn't, did you want to add like any colour to the coolant? Because my preference is clear. Because I like how the RGB like reflects through it. But I do have like red and blue and other mixes. I might be able to spare you a couple of drops. And yeah, it's motherboard software. So yours was the B550 Strix. So you'll download Armory Crate. Oh no, you won't. It'll already be on your system. So you just open Armory Crate and you can change it. Blue. What kind of blue? Dark blue, navy blue, royal blue, a light sky blue.
The Lou from the Jungle Book.
Baloo. It's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Sky blue. Cool. Now are you sure? 100%. Because you could just set your fans to sky blue and it kind of reflect in the clear coolant. It'd obviously be more prominent if it was dyed blue, but I can do that. I've got quite a nice like cyan-y thing. If I put a couple of drops of that in, it should go quite nice sky blue. Fans on. But I can't. Damn it! Put that fan on the wrong way. I always do it on the bottom. Because I'm used to because I'm looking at it as if it's the top.
Ah, yeah.
And I expect it to be exhausting, but the bottom of the Arcane draws in.
I literally looked over and went, that's the top of the PC in my head. Right?
Yeah, it's just not.
Figured with the Ryzen 37, would you get it before Christmas? Yes, you would, Tom Gaming. You would get it within 7 to 10. Well, it'd be processed within 7 to 10 working days and then delivered to wherever.
I would say if you order it and you're ordering it from us, I think we only have one 5800X.
Really?
One.
Oh.
Unless more have come in the last couple of days, we might literally only have that one processor.
It's cheaper with us. Yes, of course. It's better with us. Yes.
And if you're lucky and you're ordering it on I'm wondering if maybe I can build it on stream, depending what it is. Is it not? Was it an Arcane?
Oh, I just sent him the configurator. I think he's on that. Well, the stream just paid for itself. Someone came in stream. We sold the PC. Woo!
I don't know. Me on overtime's pretty expensive. Hello, Emma. What's for dinner? Because at the moment I had like a full sugar monster on an empty stomach, so my insulin is right up there.
Yes, Tom Gaming's just been on the Hypernova custom builder.
Cool.
Where are you guys based? We're in the UK, just down the road from Manchester, in the hills of Rosendale.
I always say Haslingden. Is it?
Haslingden is the town we're in. Rosendale is like the area, the valleys, the all-encompassing.
The valleys.
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
And stuck on Beat Saber. Ah. Wait, have you got? Oh yeah.
We got a Quest 2.
Ah, everyone's getting VR and I don't have one. It's not fair.
It's not too far from Rotherham, is it? We're not that far away.
Yeah, we're like 2 hours drive, 2.5 maybe.
Geography's my Achilles heel. I'll stick to building PCs. It's fine.
Work perks.
Okay, so let's get you.
Michael Robertson says, appreciate the European power cable. Yeah, we try to send everything that comes with it. And any spares that you might need go with the PC.
Alright, you just let go. And where's that? Oh, that's great.
Michael's came pretty fast. It was like 2 to 3 days, and he lives in Italy. With an heck, that was quick.
Yeah.
That's probably the postage though, but even for the postage, that's still pretty quick.
really need you to get on there. I don't have time for this. Come on.
Yeah, the only thing that's stopping me from committing to a PC or VR at the moment is the fact that I keep buying games and then only playing them for a week and then getting busy and then forgetting.
That's what I did. Like, I'm an avid gamer. I love playing games, and I don't know when I last turned my computer on.
Oh.
I genuinely don't.
I think the last game I bought was Star Wars.
The last game I played was Beat Saber, and that's because I could just bang it on and go because it's on the Quest. I put a song on there the other day that was like almost 7 minutes long. I was, and I was done. I'm just there sweating. There's a bigger difference between the 3070 and the 3080 than there is between the 3080 and the 3090. As a gamer, I would not get a 3090 personally. If you do like rendering and things like that, 3090 is great. But in terms of gaming performance, I would stick to a 3080. But it is a jump between those two, the 3070 and the 3080. Get in a hole! Right, I'm just going to leave that for a second.
Michael's was from Amazon. Yeah, if it was from we do some pre-built systems which are really good value as well. So if it's from Amazon, then you would have just gone straight onto a van and straight over to Italy.
You're working from home, so no, yeah, that's it. Maybe they should just start sending me all the stocks on the house, and I'll sit there and just build everything at home.
You know what? I was thinking this the other day. I was like, 'cause I work from home quite a lot now. I was thinking, I'm saving a fortune on fuel, and then I saw my heating bill.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
See, I'm sure Emma's keeping herself nice and toasty warm at home right now.
I was like, that bit of money just evened itself out pretty quickly.
But it's like they were talking about an additional tax for people working at home as well. Did you hear about that?
Really?
Yeah. It was a suggestion that they should pay an extra 5% tax because of the money they're saving from commuting, and that money can be used to those that don't have the privilege.
We could call in Warzone is so badly optimized for PC, which sucks. Still central madness. Em says, I did it.
You did what? You did. Oh, you did. Oh, you're playing the campaign on Beat Saber. Have you beaten my score on that Balearic song?
Is this what? Customer request? It's not a customer request PC, but it is a customer PC.
Yeah, someone has ordered this, but we haven't spoke to them about. They didn't say, "Oh, can you build mine on stream?" It just happened to be one that was in front of me.
I think it was David said that he's probably ordering an arcane later, so you probably have to build it on stream next week now that you know how to do it.
Wait, let the thing go. Okay, so I just literally just put it under that right side, that left side was open.
Oh yeah, I've had to, because the cardboard's full, I've had to leave the cardboard one out.
Yeah.
But what we'll do, we'll just put all the boxes with that, and then put it out there to just go with everyone else's boxes.
Little boxes on the hillside. Right. Right. In 10 minutes, I can at least get the fans lit up for you. Jeez. Oh, it didn't help that we lost the first 20 minutes to internet and stuff, but I didn't want to start.
Internet problems, then fan mounting problems.
Then that fan, yeah.
How did you get it on in the end?
I put that fan on the top.
And it went on fine?
Yeah, it just wasn't lining up with the radiator. So it's a fine, it'll work perfectly fine. But I've got a bit more leeway on the top, so instead of having to specifically hit the screw into the radiator, I've got a slight angle.
Ah, yeah.
there. All about solutions. What's there?
What's wrong with me? I don't know why I'm this hungry. I've already eaten.
Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes.
Is that a song from Beat Saber? Or is that the easy one?
Little boxes on the hillside. Does anyone in chat play Beat Saber? Anyone got VR?
Dan was telling me there's like an anime intro add-on that you can do.
Yeah, that's like on the.
Like Attack on Titan theme tune.
Blooming weebs everywhere.
Ketchup had Aviv Tom Gaming's got one.
Okay. Which VR kit do you have? I've still got an Oculus DK2. The original, well, not the original because it's the 2, but the development kit.
Ketchup said that they made some games for the original Oculus Rift while studying.
Me too! But they never went anywhere. Like, they were just for me. So did you study games design, Ketchup?
David wants to know what the difference is between the 510 and the 520 Fire CUDA, apart from the price.
PCI Gen 4.
Versus 3.
Yeah.
And then that is just speed.
So if you've got a motherboard with a PCIe Gen 4 slot, you can expect read and write speeds up to 5 gigabytes a second. Whopping speeds!
I was just thinking, it was almost word for word what you said on the video. It's that ingrained.
Oh yeah, we've got a video all about it on our Fierce channel.
We actually do, yeah. Let me see if we can find that.
Whopping!
Whopping! And
you'll get the joke when
you'll
you watch
it.
Come on.
First PC. Oh, we're live on our YouTube channel right now.
Oh, imagine that. Like, because we've run out of time, guys, I'm going to show you the fittings I use. Well, some of the fittings I use. These.
Wireless. Closer look at these.
So these are Barrow Wolverine fittings for 14mm out of diameter.
Where's it gone?
If I tattoo the PSPC logo on my face, can I get a pic? You can get a pic, yeah, sure. I'm assuming you meant to write PC, but you've said it now. So I don't know if you guys can. No, you won't be able to see. But these fittings are they're basically push fittings. So
David.
the pipe.
There's the YouTube video, David, on our review of the 510 or 520 even.
So the 14mm pipe. Once you put it into these fittings, it's literally a case of that goes up and that's done. Like, see if you can.
Oh wow, yeah, that doesn't come off.
Nope, you've got to actually like push the little knob on the top and then it releases it. So there's like these, they're called Wolverines, so they've got this little claw in there that grabs on, which is fantastic when you're shipping water-cooled systems. Yeah, it's too late. Zruvi. Alright, I'm going to put these couple of fittings on. Damn it, I shouldn't have done that. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, what Chris said. Spin that on there.
I enjoy butchering people's names. I don't know why.
I imagine there's some people out there who follow and then they get the name really wrong and I'm like, no, unfollow.
Well, you know, if the unfollow from having the name butchered, then
I unfollowed loads of people on Twitter the other day, and I've lost a bunch of followers because of it.
like, how do you know though? Do you get a notification?
I've got something called Tweeps Map. It shows me everyone that unfollows and does follow and everything, so it's all like an analytics thing.
Yeah.
I only got it to see, like, make sure I was producing content in a way that I wanted to. But I didn't realise it sends you an email like every week and like, here's the people that have followed you, here's the people who have unfollowed you. And I distinctly noticed most of the people I unfollowed were straight up like, oh, well then.
How do you know though? Like, how does it? Oh, what's that? That's on Switch.
Do.
Let's get in there.
So, who was talking about, was it you, Michael, about RGBs? And Ketchup was. So the Arcane comes with this Techwear Orbis fan control box. All of the fans, which I'm going to try and get plugged in the next 4 minutes, all of the fans go straight into this box, which I cable manage as best I can, because there's 9 wires going into it.
Hey, I've just figured it out. It's taken me months.
Plug that in. This one, and this one, and this one.
Oh, it's that time of the stream, Sam.
Well, when everyone turns up.
Everyone turns up. We're a few minutes from the end and everyone starts joining in.
So, it all connects to this box. This box then comes with this additional wire, which goes into the box. Then that can be plugged in to the ARGB on the motherboard, so you can control everything with the software. If it ever resets and it's like controlling with the remote, you just push a button that says motherboard sync, and it will sync to what your motherboard's doing, as opposed to what the controller's doing. And that's all powered just by a SATA cable, which not only lights the fans, it also powers them spinning, and you can change those settings on the motherboard as well, because you can also plug in the PWM on that box, so you can control all your fans via motherboard or fan software or Fan Expert, I think the Asus one is. Or if you're not into that, there's a button on here, so you can take the back panel off and just like push the button and it sets them to absolute max. Let me just get this, because at the very least, I'll try and get the fans lit up for you. As you can see, with how long this takes, this is why cleaning my office is just not happening. Someone else said they were ordering one, didn't they? Didn't they say when?
Dave Owens. He's the one who's been asking us questions during the stream about it.
Oh, okay.
He ordered one for his son, and he said he's going to order one for himself. It says, will I be able to use Afterburn to control the fan speeds?
MSI Afterburner? Yes. If they're plugged into the motherboard header, which they will be, you'll be able to control it with Afterburner. Oh no! I just realised something. I don't have a 24-pin like shorting block up here, so I won't be able to show you the fans coming on.
I don't know what that means, so I can't help you.
It's a block you put onto the end of the motherboard, this cable, and it shorts it so that everything comes on. But doesn't power the CPU, because you don't want to power the CPU with no cooling. I did that once when I was younger. I thought, oh, this cooler's broken. Oh, I know. I'll just put all these desk fans pointed into my PC and turn it on and see what happens. boom, 95 degrees, shut down. I was probably like 13, so. Oh, it's 7:30.
The experiment has not gone well, has it?
No, it has not.
Probably should have started earlier on this one. Are we calling it? Time of death.
I even drank like most of a Monster thinking, yes, get this done. Shouldn't have done that. It's 7:30. I won't sleep now. So yeah, computers, eh? If there's anything else you want to know about the Arcane right now, let me know. And I'll answer it as best I can in these next couple of minutes before we call it. And organise it so it's nice and easy for me to come back to in the morning. I mean, I've tried to answer everything I can. Yeah. I think my 500 questions have been answered. Well, I'm glad to help. I hope yours gets to you soon, because it's built and out of my hands at this point. I do initial testing, leak testing, and see what the CPU is capable of, but then it gets on through our thorough testing process, and then gets shipped out. So. Okay. No one? But yeah, so one last time, it's the Techware VXR case, Orbis F3 fans. This is an MSI, what was it, Meg Unify?
X570
X570 Unify. 1 terabyte, was it a 1 terabyte M.2? Or was it a 500 gig M.2?
I think it was a 500 gig M.2.
Yeah, 500 gig M.2 and a terabyte SSD.
Yeah.
Gets mounted in the back. If the fan isn't good enough, you can always just blow into your PC. That's what I do. I live in France, but if I was to order from you, could I then? Wait, we've got French sites though.
In France, no, you can. No, you can order from our site, and we'll post to France.
Yeah, like I don't think. I think import taxes are all.
Ooh, import taxes. Yeah, I've seen them. The only one I've dealt with specifically was Finland, and they added like 5% on top.
Wow.
So they ordered like an £800 PC. No, I think it was more. It was like there was a postage charge additional, and then there was tax on top of that. They ended up paying like 80 quid on an £800 PC.
I don't know how that works, but that might be something to speak to the customer care team about. Like, would you not get import taxes if your sister sent it anyway? I don't know how many of that works.
Yeah, because like they would still have to declare that it was a PC.
Yes, especially if you want it covered. We've run out of Luminas, Mad Pro Breno.
They should be back in just over a month.
Wow.
But yeah, we've just been blowing up basically, and people are buying hundreds.
It's a great expansion of PSPC.
Of PCs, and yeah, we run out. So we are waiting for more stock.
No, it would be a commercial transaction if my sis sent it. I don't know. It already sounds like you know more than I do about it, so I'm out.
Yeah, if you send us a message, we can have someone look into it. So send us a message on Twitter or Facebook, and we'll get someone to look into it. If you are ordering it and paying for it cash, you can have it sent anywhere you want. If you're paying for it on finance, it has to go to the address.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't get finance unless you're in the UK anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had that issue buying parts for Emma's computer. When we got it before Fierce Times, so I bought it somewhere else. But we did that on finance, and then we were moving house, and they delayed the order for so long because of the 3900X. Then they basically was like, oh, so I was like, I'm moving in like 2 weeks. I need this computer. Because if you send it in 2 weeks and I'm not here and someone else gets my PC, I'm going to be very unhappy. And they would not move. I had to cancel the entire order and order it again. To which then they said, oh, which will put you back at the list for the 3900X that you've been waiting like almost a month for already. And then Fierce swooped in, saved the day. I was like, we can get you that processor. While you're there, do you want a job? And here we are.
There was a limited time deal.
A limited time deal.
Not currently available on the website.
My screwdriver bit's still in that screen.
Right.
Right. Thank you very much, ladies and gents, for spending
That is it for the evening.
the evening here.
And we shall see you
That's a Halfton Arcane. Thank you very much.
next week. Au revoir.
Bye bye.